This is the planet we share. Each week we travel above, below, and across its surface on a journey of discovery. This week in Colombia, helping a small endangered monkey. Could depend, strangely enough, on creating cash from trash. In the sub-Antarctic summer, some regulars hit the beach to find out where the natives meet to eat. In Borneo, conservationists to the rescue as Asia's great ape clings to a rapidly disappearing forest. This is Wild Chronicles.
Sponsored by National Geographic Mission Programs, taking science and exploration into the new millennium.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Wild Chronicles. I'm Boyd Matson. All over the world, animals are losing their habitat to people who need land for farming and trees for lumber and fuel. But in the South American country of Colombia, one researcher is helping people ease their dependence on a small forest that is home to some very small monkeys.
This tiny primate lives in a very small corner of the planet, in the tropical forest of northwestern Colombia. Wild cotton-top tamarins live nowhere else on Earth, and they are in danger of losing what may be their last small patch of forest land to human development. Conservation biologist Ann Savage is keeping a close eye on the situation.
Early estimates suggested that their numbers were dropping, and they were put on the endangered species list. Today, we think that we might need to change their status and put them to critically endangered because their numbers have dropped so much and the amount of forest available for them is really quite small. Our biggest challenge in trying to develop a conservation program in Colombia is that we're running out of time. The amount of habitat that's being destroyed each and every day is just monumental, and we've got to work to stop the number of trees that are being cut down each and every day.
Ann and a team of Colombian biologists have launched a two-pronged approach to saving the species. They're researching these little primates and working with local residents to protect the remaining forest. To streamline the process, the biologists dye the fur of individual animals so they can be more easily identified.
We typically capture the tamarins twice a year so that we can re-dye their hair and change the transmitter on the adult male, because the battery life is wearing down. So what we do is, because we've been building this relationship with the tamarins, they know that every day that we're here, they're going to get a little piece of banana. We have to sit in a blind, because if the tamarins see us around the trap, they realize something's going to happen to them. And because we trap during the dry season, when there's not much food available, the monkeys are really motivated to go in and get that little piece of banana. We capture them in the trap, bring them back to our field station, and we continue to process them.
The team must also periodically count the tamarins to determine if their population is shrinking or growing or holding steady. They lure the animals out of hiding by playing a recording of tamarin vocalizations. Very loud tamarin vocalizations. The second part of the project is equally critical. Local villagers catch and sell wild cotton-tops as exotic pets. But education programs aim to reduce the number of animals illegally exported. At the same time, the team wants villagers to conserve forest resources.
So the tropical forests of Colombia are really in trouble, and that's due in part to the fact that a lot of the large trees are cut down to have timber so that people can build houses. The other challenge, of course, is that many people in local villages cook over an open fire. Where do they get their firewood? Well, they go right to the forest and cut down a tree. How can we get people to use less firewood? It turns out that historically, people in Colombia used to cook in something called a binde, and initially it was made out of a termite mound. And they would bring it back to their village, turn it into this little cook stove, and they told us that it burned fuel more efficiently. We found that a family of 5, on average, burns about 15 logs of firewood a day when they cook in the traditional methods over an open fire. When you use a binde, you burn 5 logs of wood a day. That's a huge savings.
The team has been seeking economic alternatives for the community. One innovative program not only provides an outside source of revenue, but also cleans up the environment.
Here in Colombia, everybody uses a mochila. Mochilas are typically made out of cotton or some sort of woven material, but we decided to make eco-mochilas. Let's make them out of plastic. So we started a program where we trained a group of women to crochet mochilas, but using plastic bags. And it has been a tremendous success in creating a sustainable economy for these women who are heads of households, and now they have a sustainable income. But the most important thing is it has cleaned up the environment, and now trash bags are almost as valuable as gold here because they can be turned into something that provides some economic benefits to local communities.
Biologists like Anne don't only study animals, but the wider community as well. One of the best ways to save endangered species, like the cottontops, she believes, is by helping their human neighbors.
I see how this program has actually changed their life for future generations so that they have a stable income, that they have this knowledge about cottontops and a true commitment to wanting to help protect them for the future.
So far, education and economic incentive may be helping the cottontop tamarins retain their precarious footing in a fast-changing world. Often the only way endangered species can be saved is by ensuring their human neighbors benefit from the effort. The hope is that the cottontop tamarins can share this corner of the planet in harmony.